as always, flowing from the survival scrolls. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Gaps. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Migrants, pure arrogance and ignorance. Let's go. So family, the Migrants, we're watching political chaos unfold before our very eyes. It's not the first time. Back in 1988, there was an individual running for presidency. His name was Michael Dukakis. Michael Dukakis was running, and there was a program in 1972 that allowed in Massachusetts for a furlough of criminals to be let out to, get out into the community and hobnob, and they'd have to come back, kind of, sort of. But it was to give them a legal chance, so to speak. Michael Dukakis pushed that agenda. Now, it did state that there were individuals that, if they had hardcore criminal records, of course they couldn't come out. But for those with, minor offenses of some sort, they could come out. In the process of it, there was an individual who was set free, and his name was Willie Horton. And they called him the Boogeyman. Now, mind you, it's a dog whistle term. Dog whistle, for those of you who do not know, it's an undercover term having a different connotation, a different meaning behind it. Anyway, Willie Horton came out, and we'll go to that. Willie Horton came out, and there was robbery and there was a rape. So, of course, his opponents slammed Michael Dukakis' efforts to allow for this furlough to take place because a young woman was robbed and raped and what have you. To rebuttal that, he attacked the Republican Party of an individual that escaped the jail. His name was Angel Madrano. This guy raped, robbed, and murdered. That was his rebuttal. But the point is that these politicians played games with the lives of people. Now, dog whistle term, the boogeyman. It created this animus towards, at the time it wasn't brown, but it was black people. Oh, you gotta be afraid of the boogeyman, the big bad black man. You gotta be afraid of that. And that was their leverage to fight crime. Part of that period of time, a couple years after, was Mr. Joe Biden. He was a very hard-biting individual that he had no sympathy for anyone who was incarcerated. And he didn't say it, but especially black people. So now we have the brown people, the migrants. And we have Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, who is utilizing individuals trying to escape harm and chaos in their countries. It's not a joke that there is insurmountable amount of crime. Dude, you really gonna be a prick about it? Insurmountable amount of crime taking place in these countries. In El Salvador, it's one of the most dangerous countries on the planet. And the MS-13, let's fix myself here, has very much of a good stronghold. The death of women, the rape of women, means nothing at all. The younger, the virgin, the better. And there's a lot of suffrage, and the drugs and everything that can take place. In Mexico, in Juarez, a city called Juarez, there have been over 900, maybe even close to 1,000 women that have gone missing and ended up in undocumented grave sites throughout parts of Juarez. Now, these women are women that live 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours away in small towns to travel through there to go to American factories to work. As a matter of fact, Jennifer Lopez and the actor Martin Sheen did a mini biography movie of it, of the chaos there. I think it's called Juarez, I think. But just type in Jennifer Lopez, Martin Sheen, you'll see it. It's a very, very good movie. They don't know who's doing these killings. They, you know, it's suspected that it's some kind of ritualistic, satanic situation. But these girls, young girls, traveling, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning to get there for 6, through taking 3 and 4 buses, through deserted areas, deserts, bus stops that are empty, you know, and without a blink of an eye, like clockwork, these girls end up missing, and they end up dead. Guys, I'm sorry. There we go. It's a harrowing situation. So when a lot of these individuals are trying to escape, you know, these crimes and trying to, you know, go for a better life, it's not a joke. So when Ron DeSantis goes and he takes these individuals and they lie to them and tell them, oh, you're going to get work, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And it's all a ruse, it's all a lie to send a message, oh, you don't want to be hard on immigration? Well then here, take him. He's under investigation for it, his administration. Because there's another part to it that's being investigated. Where are they getting these migrants from? Florida doesn't have border problems like let's say California or any of those neighboring states on the West Coast. They don't have that. So where is he getting these migrants from? Is he going to Guantanamo Bay where they're housed and he's taking them out of there? Like, where are they coming from? So it's been unearthed that an agency was hired to pick up regular individuals that are out of work, regular Latin people that are out of work, and tell them, hey, we're gonna hook you up, we're gonna, you know, you're gonna get a job, take care of your family, bada bing, bada boom. And it's all lies. So, peppered with real undocumented immigrants, there are individuals who are documented, and they're putting them all together to send a message. The irresponsibility and the arrogance of that man to do something like that. And then you send him to Kamala Harris's house, Martha's Vineyard. I stated yesterday in my clip, you know, it's a very stushy community, Martha's Vineyard. But I got to give it to the people of Martha's Vineyard. Many of them had an open arms way of greeting them. Sat with them, talked with them. They didn't know. This one woman was like, I didn't know. I didn't know that it's that bad like that. Why they're trekking across, you know, plains and deserts and the wilderness and going with coyote, what do you call them? Those individuals that transporters. You know, they call them coyote because they're out in the desert. Hey, you know, we could hook you up for X amount of dollars, whatever meager means that they have, and they'll take the money from them. Many of these girls and family members get shipped off into a trafficking situation. It's sad. I brought up the Willie Horton situation because it was irresponsible of Michael Dukakis, and of course it's a ploy. It's a major ploy. It's a political ploy. It's a political savvy move on Ron DeSantis' part to show that he's hard hitting, he's no nonsense, he's going to do whatever it takes, and he's showing the Floridians, I'm taking care of my state, you see, so that's going to bode well for those that are ignorant, that follow that doctrine when he runs for president. That's going to bode very well for him. There are moves that are put into play that a lot of people will take that hit because down the road, they're playing chess. Now, the Department of Justice and other states and other judges find that there was a criminal activity, well, then he's going to be held responsible. He should be held responsible for that. You're taking human suffrage. You're taking individuals and your irresponsibility. What if one of those migrants are criminals, and then there's a death in one of those cities or in front of Kamala Harris's house or what have you? There were Democrats that were targeted. There was an individual that was targeting Democrats under the Trump administration, and he was going around trying to kill people. What if someone turned around and tried to hurt her family? What if someone in Martha Vineyard was hurt? Or the other way around. What if they did not have, I'm not saying all of them were against him. I'm sure some of them were like, what the hell are they doing here? But what if one of them was like so removed and numb of suffering of another individual that they took up their arms and they killed one of those migrants, or one of those individuals who were documented but were put on a plane, put on a boat, on a bus, and sent away under the ruse, under the disguise of, oh, you're gonna get a job, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that. I got you. I'm hooking you up, and you're playing chess with people's lives. People are trying. Every motherfucking person is trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Even those that are here that are working, everyone is trying. And then you have those that are really, really, I was sent a text the other day. 56% of Americans cannot honor a $1,000 emergency situation. 56. That leaves 44% that can. That's a hell of a lot of people. And mind you, it's not geared towards a particular color or just Americans or overall. That the average American overall surpasses the ability to address a $1,000 emergency situation. We're all out here trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, and this mother is gonna go and play with someone's life to send a political message. First of all, it shows the respect or lack thereof towards the Biden administration, because as I stated yesterday, it would never be done under Trump. Never. Probably not even Obama. They'll talk a lot of crap to his face and you lie, yell at him during the congressional meetings and whatever they could say, or but I don't believe that they would have been that ballsy to do something like that. But this jerk off, I'm gonna call him now, jerk off. This jerk off is gonna go and do something like that. Can't sit down, can't argue, can't debate, can't put whatever. You're gonna actually take human beings and send them someplace because you're making a political statement. The agencies that were affected, the people that were affected, not only the migrants, the immigrants, those documented and undocumented. Not only were they touched, the police departments were touched. Judges were touched. The fucking city was touched. Because you want to be a prick. He's a very smug individual. He's a very smug individual. Anyway, family, I can keep going on and on and on, but as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this one because I think this one was a dirty move. It's I remember there was a movie I saw called Belly. DMX, Nas, very good movie. I really liked it. And Nas was the narrator in certain parts of the movie, and he says, you have people who are dirty and you got people who are grimy. It was a grimy move. It was a grimy ass move what that man did. Grimy. pure grimy, pure dirt. Anyway, family, that's all I have for you today. Let's give thanks and praise that we are 6 feet above ground and not below, and that those in our inner circle are in the same vein. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Fears. Whatever you do, family, keep your head on a swivel. It's hard out here. It's real hard. It's real dangerous out here. Real dangerous. My motto, my steed, my belief, my creed. Can't even say it right. Whatever you do, family, if you're gonna make a statement, make it loud and proud, like the oxymoron, eyes wide shut. If silence is your statement, that is, I forgot that part. If silence is your statement, make it loud and proud. There you go. Like the oxymoron, eyes wide shut. It was a pleasure riding with you. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Please tell your family and your friends, those that really tune in to look at me and hear me talk my okay. Truly a pleasure. Whatever you do, family, stay lovely, stay sexy, but most of all, coming from Mr. Bobby Shades, the creator, the narrator, never to be duplicated, Mr. Bobby Shades. This is Bridging Fears. See you guys in the next clip.